Hey guys, I am back again, and today we're going to be talking about, is healthy eating actually getting you the results you want? Now, I'm still not feeling 100% myself today, but I'm not going to let 2 weeks go in a row without having a little chat with you. So what I was basically trying to hit there is, if one of the reasons you're eating healthily is to lose weight and you find you're not losing weight, it's to understand why that's happening. Because people often get confused between what is healthy and what's going to help them lose weight. The two things are not necessarily the same. Some people will change some food choices in their diet and will be taking in a lot more calories. And at the end of the day, if you want to lose weight, the most important thing is you have to eat less calories than your body needs to stay at the shape it is. If you keep eating the same amount of calories or more than your body requires, you will not lose weight. And there's a couple of things that we've noticed in particular that people get caught by. And just to give you a couple of examples of how this actually pans out, one of the things I've seen the most that people pick up as a snack instead of a chocolate bar is the favourite peanut butter and a rice cake. Now, to give you a context in the fitness industry, what peanut butter and rice cakes are known for is natural bodybuilders, when they are looking to gain weight, will often eat peanut butter and rice cakes because it's a great combination of carbs and fat. And if you want to gain weight fast, eating carbs and fat is possibly the most effective way to do it, which is why so many of the things that are demonized, like crisps and chocolate, are full of carbs and fat. It's easy for the body to break down, it's easy for the body to store, which is something that protein is usually a little more difficult for it to work with. And to give an example of the peanut butter and the rice cake, if you check up, I wrote it down here now, one rice cake with 1 tablespoon of peanut butter is about 135 calories. Now, the first problem with that is the calories. That's the same as that is more than 1 finger of a Kinder Bueno. The Kinder Bueno, 1 finger of it is 122 calories. Now, I'll clarify on that. Your Bueno comes with 2 fingers in the packet. 1 finger is 122 calories. And here's the thing where the Bueno actually wins. That Kinder Bueno is going to be nearly exactly the same size every time, because Ferrero don't make money by giving you extra calories for free. So the cool thing about the Bueno is you take that and you know it's 122 calories. You can be pretty damn sure it's close. Whereas with a rice cake, and I nearly should have brought some peanut butter today to give a demonstration, there's a teaspoon of peanut butter and then there's a teaspoon of peanut butter. I can probably put a quarter of a jar onto a teaspoon into a teaspoon, and this is what people often do, because I know, well, like, you nearly can't tell the difference. If you weigh out the peanut butter on your rice cake as you have it, you'll be shocked very, very quick. The second thing we've seen is, and also very healthy, but might not be the best for your weight loss, is the avocado. Avocados have a lot of fat in them, and there is nothing wrong with that. They are healthy fats, but you just need to be very much aware of how many calories are in that avocado, because one avocado will usually have more than 300 calories, up around 350. And to give you an idea, that the average lady looking to lose weight should be eating between 1200 and 1400 calories. So you're talking about over a quarter or around a quarter of your entire daily intake on one piece of food, which is an avocado. Now, if you have a small bit of it, something like maybe 50 grams, I think it'll be in the 80 calorie mark, that can be good, but you need to be aware that just because something is healthy, it does not mean you can eat as much as you want of it. Okay? And that's where people get caught. At the end of the day, calories do matter. It's unfortunate, but true. And the other one I'm going to touch on quick is when it comes to baking. And the buzzword in recent years has been paleo. There is nothing intrinsically wrong with paleo. The great thing about paleo is it usually focuses you on getting foods as close to nature as possible. Those foods will generally have less calories, and they will take your body a lot more time to process. An example of that would actually be peanuts versus peanut butter. When you take a peanut, the nuts by themselves, you firstly have to mechanically digest that, as in eat it with your teeth, and then your body, then your tummy has to break it down even further. With peanut butter, it's already have half the job done. So you can take the calories in a lot quicker with peanut butter than you would eating regular nuts. The same thing carries across to everything, which is why bread is so tasty and full of calories. And that brings us on to the topic of the paleo baking. To give you an example is, everyone seems to think, oh, if I get a paleo muffin or I get a paleo bread, it's going to be healthier for me. Healthy, possibly, does not mean lower calories. And the best example I can give for this is if you look at the flour. In regular baking, you would use flour that comes from wheat, and that is primarily a carb source, which is going to be, carbs are 4 calories per gram when you break them down. So now, I actually found it very difficult at the measurements on this, but if you take a cup of flour, which is 112 grams, it's about 393 calories. That's your regular flour, the one you have in the press at home, the Oddlums, or whatever it is. Now, if you buy an almond nut flour, you can buy them in America. It's tricky to get them here. The end result is going to be the same if you make it. Doesn't make that much of a difference. An almond or a nut flour has mostly of its calories coming from fat. And fat is 9 calories a gram. Okay? Now, I know we say fat doesn't make you fat, but too many calories do. And fat has more calories. And to give the direct comparison, a cup of almond flour is 648 calories. So your regular flour for a cup is 393 calories, and your nut flour is 648 calories. So if you're making the same recipe, but you're substituting the nut flour for the regular flour, straight away you've added calories. And that's what can catch people. Now, there's nothing to say that you can't make your muffin smaller or so on and so forth, but you could have done that with the flour. And that's where you need to decide, is it, do you want to have healthier food and lose weight, or do you just want to lose weight? Because if you just want to lose weight, you actually don't have to eat healthy. I'm not saying that's a good idea. You don't have to. But the number one thing is, get the calories down. Okay, so just if you are substituting things, if you are getting rid of the chocolate bar for peanut butter and rice cake, be aware it might have more calories. If you are looking at doing some home baking and making different recipes that are paleo, also be aware it might have more calories. You can always accommodate for this. And actually, when you're talking about baking, MyFitnessPal is a fantastic tool. You can make a recipe, you can put all the ingredients in as you go along, and then you just put portions down the end. I found that very, very useful when we were making protein cookies, because you have all the measurements there. You have your couple 100 grams of flour, your protein, and so on, and then you just count how many cookies you made in the end. Okay, yeah, one cookie might be more than the other, but they're going to be pretty close. You're going to have a damn good idea. Now, I do see someone is sending me a message there. I can't read it because it's very small on the phone where it is, but I'll send you a message after the video just now. So that was the basics. Sorry, I don't want to start coughing on video. That was the basics of what I wanted to touch on there, is just be aware of the calories. Now, what I'm going to try to do in the next few weeks is I'm going to make a little video and I'm going to show you logging some food with MyFitnessPal, how I would do it. I might even see if I can cajole my partner into making some protein cookies, and I can actually make a video of me logging it as I go along and putting it into MyFitnessPal. And I'll have to do a little bit of editing with that. But I'll try to get that done, let's just say, by the end of November, but hopefully by the end of this month. Okay? So, guys, best of luck. If anyone has any other questions, don't be afraid to send me on a message. I'll get back to that lady who sent the message just now in the next 10 minutes. And enjoy the day. Hopefully we'll be back next week.